Hi everyone, this is Christelle, Vintage Christelle at YouTube, Christelle at Etsy.com, and Christelle at Your Paper Pantry. Now, Your Paper Pantry is .ning.com, and it's a social networking group of crafters, and we have several swaps per month where you can make anything from tags to covered boxes to journals, just recipe cards. Don't have to be super talented. Nice if you are, but you don't have to be. And one of the swaps that I'm in this month is Johnny's So Crafty swap, and we were to make covered boxes and cover them however we wanted, but to use these little wooden boxes that I got at Dollar Tree. You can get them at Michael's as well. And this is what I did. You just make your own design. So they were boxes to put your stick pins in. I from what I understood from the description. And so what I did is I painted, well, had my husband help me paint the outside of the box with folk art paint, that's plaid paint that's readily available at any craft store, Michael's. And then I took one of my digital collage sheets, but you can get them free on the internet or purchase them on Etsy or eBay or online at several people's sites. And this is one that I had already made that was called, that I named Amethyst, and is for sale in my Etsy shop, really cheap. And we send them through email, and so that you can print them on your own printer as an 8x10 size, and then you can keep the picture as is, or you can cut it up as I did to use images from my thing. And then I got this image off the internet and used that for the girl's image. The paper in the back is from, oh wow, forgot that one. I'll put it on. I think, oh, it's K & Company, and I don't know if it was a handmade, but it had a little sewing theme with a stitch. And then I decoupaged that on there. Well, I put it on with glossy accents. Then I got a piece of vintage German scrap that had been given to me in a swap, but you can also buy those pieces. They're called German scrap, but they're sort of die cut, and they have all kinds of different types available. I put one of those postage stamps I got for free, and that's on one of my other videos. Then I put some add-ons and embellishments that were from the Madeline, K & Company Madeline papers, and those were really pretty. So I put those on there. Purple is not really my super color, but I have a lot of it, so I decided I better do something with it. And so on the outside, I took borders that were K & Company borders and put, they come in the strips at Michael's, and I rolled it around a, just a bottle of glue or whatever that you can find that's around your craft room that's round. I rolled it first to kind of make it adhere to the corners better, and stuck that on with glue, glossy accents. I put the this I can't think if that's Maillards or not, the kind of French seam binding. I put that around the edges, and it made it a little bit dark through the glue, but I like that effect because it looks like it's antiqued. And has I also, in the middle of that German die cut, put a K & Company little jewels. I don't know what they call those little jewel embellishments. I'll have to look that up. And so I didn't do the backs, and hubby didn't paint over the brackets, which is really nice. Unusual for a guy. So I took another part of my collage, digital collage sheet, and put it inside the top with glue. Put a little embellishment that I got at Michael's. I made the lollipop flowers and put my own little beads that I have in my collection, and I made stick pins, but this is only my second effort, so I'm not really that great yet, so don't be critical, please. But I got the pins in the bridal department at Michael's, and then put beads that I had in the collection. I am having a hard time sticking things to what I used, but anyway, here's a little cloth broderie embellishment, lace embellishment. It's a corner piece, but it fits on top of there. So what my idea was to do was to go and get the organza bags like they have available in all the craft stores, Joann's, Beverly's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, if you have that. I don't happen to have one anywhere near me at all. And I filled them with fiberfill stuffing and glued them to the bottom. But that way it kept the fiberfill confined within that organza bag. And I thought at first that I was going to just put the bag inside of something cloth, but I like that because what I'm thinking is that you can put buttons in here. And I just happen to like the look of it. It's very shimmery. I can't really show you the shimmer on, well, there's some of it. Anyway, so I may tack that down, but I don't want to try and glue it because it's not gluing well even with fabric tack. And so the organza bags, in the bridal department, they are rather expensive. And I have some too that are from Sonnet's Organza Elements. I don't know if you can get those anymore. But the one thing that I would like to tell you is that some of the dollar stores have them. So, not to take away from the craft shops making any money, but to add to our money to be able to craft. So I used a different surround border on every one. If I make any others, I might put legs on them, but this one's not going. This group is not going to. And that was another border from Michael. So anyway, I cut the ribbons that surround. I cut them the lengths in half, started it on the back edges, brought them around the front, and tied a bow. And each little group of embellishments and each stamp was different. So this one said "Beautiful Dreamer." I thought it looked cute with that little girl. So anyway, that's my, I'm letting you look at the table for a second. They're all the same on the inside, and they all have the lollipop flowers, and that's why I have burnt fingers. Oh, I've been holding the camera and I got a dent in my finger. Okay, so you can use up all your elements like we talked about on Your Paper Pantry about saving money by using what you have. And I did have the Brenda Walton papers and the embellishments, and of course my own digital collage sheets. Also, I just wanted to show you, just for a sec, I want to let you see, I had bought a group of papers from my friend Shelly that has that shop Susie A at Etsy.com, and I frequently buy stuff with her, and we swap art stuff because I love to buy stuff from her. She's got some of the best stuff on the net. Well, she sent along, generously sent along this beautiful tag that I just wanted to show off. And it's a Marie Antoinette tag. It's got a little fleur-de-lis on the top and a little strip of pearls. I don't know where she got that. And stamps, and look at the details. There's a rose on her bustle, and she's got glitter all over her. More stamps. I often say to sell or trade doily pieces with her so that she can use them on her tags, and that's her featured thing that she does, and she's done it for years before I ever saw anybody do that, so she's entitled to the title, the copyrights on that. There's pieces that she gets off the internet that she bought herself, and she does both sides. Isn't that beautiful? I think she should be on a design team for somebody. And she sent me another one, and it says "Where the Angels Speak," and so that even has like a little piece of stitchery, some vintage lace, those little jewels, wings that are German die cut, and that trumpet. I don't know, I think it may just be decoupaged, but it almost looks like that beeswax stuff. I don't know if it is or not. And this one has a little angel in the back, some tiny lace trim, and a spot to journal. So I love her stuff. This is one of the things that she had sent me in the past, and I just wanted to brag on her and show. We all want to brag on our friends. There's a key. It's one of those chipboard mini books that's shaped like a star. I think she got it at Michael's. I love, love, love these papers. Here, she put me a note. I haven't even filled this yet. This is a while back that she gave it to me, but it has a frame on every page, and she put a note to put to fit a little picture inside. Because maybe she thought I didn't know, because I am a little bit dingy. So the backs of the pages are done, of course, like her tags. This one is so cute. Look at all the fun stuff. Back of that page. So, a little clock, a bird, glittered bird, butterflies, pearls. And her stuff in her Etsy shop, Susie A, is so affordable and so beautiful. I think it looks very Somerset magazine. This one says original. A little bird and a glittered heart. So I don't even think that the people that make embellishments think that they could, you know, think of as good a way to make the book. So, anyway, I hope you're having a good crafty day, that you're doing well today. My blessings to you, God's blessings to you, and try and join Your Paper Pantry. It's very affordable too. It's $12 a year, $1 a month. Great for time to spend crafting and chatting with your friends. So, I'll see you next video. It's going to be a thrift haul. Bye.